African musicians are making a fortune from music and also enjoying unprecedented global fame. This success story has seen many African youths choosing music as one of their top career choices. But venturing into this industry is so capital intensive that most youths have to settle for a makeshift studio as their takeoff point. In this video, we are going to be looking at how to set up a mini recording studio here in Africa. The astronomical growth of African music, especially Nigeria's Afrobeat, which has seen the likes of Wizkid, Davido, Burna Boy, amongst others, becoming global superstars and enjoying gargantuan wealth that even some Western artists cannot boast of, has seen African parents reversing their stand on their worst choices of a career in music. Unfortunately, gaining entrance into the mainstream music production in Africa doesn't come cheap. The likes of Nigeria's Don Jazzy, who now runs a multi-million-dollar recording business, has made it clear on several platforms that investment in music business is highly capital intensive. Nevertheless, a lot of African youths with no such capital are still finding ways to gain entrance into the industry by investing in bedroom or mini recording studio. One of such youths is Samuel Kwesi, an up-and-coming musician whose undying passion for music saw him establish a makeshift studio named All Day Music Studio, located inside a shipping container at Fadama in Accra, Ghana. According to Kwesi, the journey to his present level took him 6 years, adding that he first bought a microphone and then a sound card, followed by a set of studio monitors before getting a computer and a mini keyboard to complete the setup.
You are welcome to All Day Music Studio. The location at Fadama Beka Junction. We are right here beside AMA office. It's All Day Music Studio, as you can see. So you are welcome. Please come inside and let's check out. I don't want to talk about the barbering shop first. I want us to start from the main thing, the studio vibe. So let's go inside. So I call here the magical room. You see, here's where we're doing all the magic stuff, the music, So like I said, I bought this sound card right here, this right here, and then the mic right there. Yeah. After that, to get this mini computer, this thing, speaker monitor. So you have to get different types of sounds. I know you got me. You know what I mean. So after that, we decide to get.
But according to industry experts, ideally, one would likely want to get a computer first at the start of this journey. So, what are the items you need to start a mini recording studio? Number 1, the computer. The computer, a desktop or a laptop, is going to be your center of operation and is a very important part of the home studio. Getting a computer that meets the industry standard would definitely cost you a fortune. However, there are still some cheap middle-of-the-road computers in the market that can appreciably handle the job. Interestingly, a computer-based makeshift studio managed by a highly skilled sound engineer can boast of good customer patronage when compared with a professional commercial recording venture without a good engineer. Here at All Day Studio, the sound engineer called Mr. Beats from Congo Brazzaville proud himself as one of the best unsung talents in the game. and says he has recorded some superstars in Ghana.
I've worked with a couple of artists upcoming, and one of my biggest one I'm working one is well known here in Ghana. It's I1. We're picking something together.
Although some people just starting off in their bedroom would likely say they can't afford a computer, but research have shown that in place of a laptop or desktop, mobile phones like mini iPad have proved to be a capable option. These iPads come with a wide range of apps that can be used for music production. One of such apps is a free app called SoundLab, which has free sound pack, virtual instrument, and built-in effects. Number 2 is Digital Audio Workstation. The Digital Audio Workstation, also called DAW, is your recording software. You need this software to process your recorded vocals, external or virtual instrument, and also to mix your sound. There are different kinds of software packages for music productions and recording. Most popular among these softwares are Pro Tools, Apple Logic, Ableton Live, Cubase, and Fruity Loops, among others. In most cases, these softwares have the same or similar features. It doesn't really matter which one you choose, but just pick one, preferably the one that is user-friendly. Learn it and become a master of it. Number 3 is audio interface. An audio interface is basically another name for an external sound card. This is one of the most important tools required to capture high-quality recordings. In most cases, some beginners will try to bypass this by connecting a microphone directly to the PC's internal sound card. But this usually leads to disappointing results because the audio quality in the PC's internal sound card is usually average or poor. Nevertheless, just like Kwesi, you will need an external sound card like the Focusrite Scarlett or the Universal Audio Apollo. But for a bedroom studio, an Arturia Mini Fuse could be a good option to start with. One advantage of the Arturia Mini Fuse is that it can be easily connected via a USB port to an iPad, making it ideal for a bedroom studio. Number 4. Monitors and headphones. The next thing to buy will be your speakers or monitors, as they are popularly called in audio world. As mentioned earlier, some people starting from their bedroom would want to make do with a headphone. Studio monitors or speakers are specifically designed for recording studios and are different from normal commercial speakers. You can find a cheap one in your local market or get it online. For most people starting out, a good pair of studio monitors might turn out to be costly. If this is the case with you, then monitor headphones can be an alternative. At number 5 is microphones. With your speakers out of the way, the next stop would be a microphone, but not just any microphone. You will need these microphones in order to record vocals or any other acoustic instrument. A condenser microphone is recommended for studio recordings. These types of microphone usually requires 48 voltage power from the audio interface or phantom power in order to function. Interestingly, a podcast equipment kit, which includes a condenser microphone, a pop filter, a boom arm, a shock mount, cable, and audio interface, has proved very useful to some bedroom studios. Just like your monitors, you should be able to source for a good studio microphone across local markets in Africa or get it online. Number 6. Microphone stand. If your microphone does not come with a stand, then you will definitely need one. There are different types of microphone stands, such as the floor stand, desktop stand and studio boom arm stand. For recording artists, a floor stand is the preferred option. For podcast or voiceovers, a desktop stand or studio boom arm is recommended. The ideal microphone in most cases will come with a pop filter, Canon cables, and a mic shield, which of course is not mandatory. Number 7 is keyboard. As much as some studio has a wide range of musical instruments at their disposal, but the keyboard seems to be a must-have except one wants to rely solely on virtual instruments. For a beginner like Kwesi, a mini keyboard like MVAVE SMK25 or the Akai MPK Mini is enough to get the job started. At number 8 is recording booth. The final essentials you will want to pay attention to is an acoustic recording booth. You may choose to hire a recording studio designer if you are inexperienced in designing an acoustic booth, as well as setting up your equipment. It should be noted that when building your soundproof recording booth, you don't need to go out and buy the most expensive acoustic materials for the room you will be recording in. You can buy budget materials or even use stuff lying around the house like blankets, mattresses, pillow, etc. to darken the room. Please note that prices of these items are not included in this video because prices keep changing and some people will even want to settle for fairly used equipment. Also note that this is not a complete list of all what is needed to run a studio commercially. Nevertheless, with these basic tools, you can start your studio, and as you progress over time, you can upgrade your setup. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe before leaving.